Welcome to this week's Coffee and Conversation, Love Lessons, the Do's and the Don'ts. I was thinking about my past marriages as I was giving some thought to Melanie moving in and our plan. She's going to move in about 1 month shy of when we've been dating for 3 years. And both of my marriages I married in less than 2 years. Didn't know better. And so I've kind of looking at this thinking, I let society, myself, whatever, control the frame instead of controlling it and setting the expectations. I teach men, if you get divorced, when you're ready to date 2 or 3 women, be upfront, don't be exclusive for 6 months. I even talked with a female dating coach the day I made this video, and she says, as long as you're upfront with it, again, not an issue. But women have in their mind about exclusivity between 6 and 9 months. Alison Armstrong talks about that, and then the desire to know, where is this relationship going? Defining it within 18 months. I've talked with some men recently, their girlfriends were, ultimately I want to be married. And if they don't want to marry again, be clear and don't change your stance because of her. You should be controlling it. Just because you love her doesn't mean you have to stop dating other women. Just because you love her does not mean it has to be an exclusive relationship. I can't tell you how many times in mixed forms I see women wanting to have the talk about exclusivity after literally 3 to 5 dates. You don't barely even know them. That's insane. And even if you love her, you don't have to marry her. So when Melanie moves in, we're looking at 3 years of dating. If we get married, it'll be 4 or 5 years of dating. I'm not moving fast. I'm moving at my pace. She feels seen, heard, and safe. We have deep connection. We communicate. And she's not worried about what I'm thinking, where we're heading. Again, you got to have these conversations, and you've got to set expectations. Or the feminine's going to be, where is this going? I've talked about in other videos, if you're a man, young man, don't marry before you're 26. Really wait to 28 to 31-ish. You're not done becoming who you are until about 26. And don't marry a woman who's never lived on her own. Too often we hear this in a divorce, well, I've never lived on my own. I want to make my own decisions, like somehow there's some magic to that. Don't marry too young. Don't marry, I would argue, if you haven't dated now, I'd say pushing 4 years. I see people all the time, I love her, we moved in together, we've been dating 6 months, and my thought's always the same, what an idiot. Because those relationships almost never last. Too soon. You don't even know her well enough to live with her. So you don't move in unless you've been dating at least 2 years. You don't propose for another couple of years. And I would not marry someone I didn't live with now moving forward. So just some love lessons. Take from it what you will. This is part 1. Got some other ones, but just because you love her doesn't mean you need to do anything other than date her and love her. And sometimes not even date her, depending on the situation. Have a great week, guys.